Hey everyone, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world watching today. Hey, listen, my name is Dennis Kay, and I'm with Belize Islands Real Estate. I just got done with a little bit of a recap of last week's Zoom calls. So, for those of you looking to buy in Belize, invest in Belize real estate, or maybe just have questions on when it comes time to relocate to Belize, either part-time or full-time, maybe I can help. If I can, I'll put my Buy Me a Coffee link in the video description below. Buy Me a Coffee is just a way for you to reach out to Steph and I, buy us a couple cups of coffee, and with that, we can schedule a time to set up a Zoom call with you. And when you do that, let me know what time zone you're in, because depending on where we are at in the world or where you are at in the world, we want to find a time that's convenient for both of us to jump on and be unrushed so I can answer as many of your questions as I can. So listen, in this video, what I want to do is I took a couple of the Zoom calls that I had last week with clients, and I just kind of wanted to review some of the information that we chatted about, we discussed, because I realized that many of you might fall into one of these categories. So I just took three clients and I changed their names so as to protect their identity, because some clients don't want their family and friends to know that they are looking to, either leave the United States or, come down part-time from Canada or whatever. So the names are not 100% accurate, but the information in these slides are. And what I want to do is, kind of not only give you a recap of what we covered in these calls, but also then to give you some examples and to give them some examples of the things I might recommend they start looking at, whether it be rentals or areas, neighborhoods, maybe even specific properties. All right, so let's get right into it. So Nikki and Harold, we had a great Zoom call, and they are looking to get out of the U.S. So in no uncertain terms, they want to move to another country, and Belize looks like that country for them. So they want to do this by the end of the year, and their initial budget is 300 US dollars. And that could be almost up to 1 million, depending on if they liquidate some investments that they have in other properties. And so what they want to do is they want to get down as soon as possible and start their new life in Belize, right away, as simply as possible. So my advice to them during the Zoom call will be, look, if you want to just come down, cut ties with the US and start your new life right away, the easiest first step for you to do is just to rent something. All right. I don't work with any of the rental companies not purposely. I don't work with any rental companies myself, and I don't have any ties with them. But I do think that's a good first way to go. So look in the San Pedro Sun newspaper, maybe jump on the San Pedro Sun classifieds. Maybe there are also some Facebook groups that specialize in long-term rentals. So just come down, rent something first. But they were asking specifically about what they could buy to get into very easily with a budget of, let's say, $300,000. So for that, I said, you know what, my favorite places for that type of budget would be Royal Palm Villas. Steph and I lived there for several years, loved it. I'm going to give you an example of what you can buy at Royal Palm Villas or Mara Laguna. Both are extremely convenient, close to town, nice, quiet properties if you buy in the right area in those developments. And then if that doesn't work for them, if they do come down and rent and they say, you know what, I don't really want to live in either one of those areas, but I think I want to buy some land and build. I'm going to give them some examples in this video of lots that they could buy in quiet areas, because they mentioned they want to be in a quiet area and then have their own home built. That could be stick built, maybe out of concrete, out of wood, or maybe even working through one of the Mennonite builders in Spanish Lookout. So I'm going to give you guys all examples of what areas you might consider if you're looking to do the same. All right, so the next Zoom call is with Brandon. He's a retired fireman. He's got a cash budget right now of $30,000. And what he's looking to do is to just buy a piece of vacant land. So he wants to get a good deal on a piece of vacant land that he can hold on to, maybe build in the future, but at least to get a foothold on the island, some sort of investment that starts to appreciate. He's looking to make an exploratory trip this year. Oh, and by the way, for that investment, he's looking for some personal use now, say a week or two a year, and then he wants to Airbnb it to help cover the cost. Now, with Brandon and I, we had a really good conversation about this scenario, not looking to make a lot of money, but at least looking to help cover some of the annual expenses, like your insurance and your property taxes, utility bills, things like that. So I can go more in detail with you more later in the video, but that's what he's looking for. So we're going to give him some options as well. And then we had Robert. Him and his wife also want to permanently relocate to Belize. They're looking for a nice large lot. He says the larger the better, prefers a more quiet neighborhood, and he wants to build a smallish 600 to 800 square foot home. So he's looking at lots around the 100 by 100 size, and he wants to keep the budget for the lot around 40 to 50,000. All right, so that's respectable. And he's also looking to come down and take advantage of the QRP program. So for that, I recommend that he get in touch with Josie Dawson. I'll put Josie's email right here. The two of them can set up a Zoom call, and Josie can walk them through the process and how all that good stuff works. He also asked for recommendations on shipping down some household goods. So Robert lives in Florida, so I think the closest place for him to easily ship to Belize would be Hyde Shipping, and they have their shipping dock. I think it's the Port Everglades area of South Florida on the East Coast. So what would I recommend that these potential clients look at? Well, first of all, if they want a quiet neighborhood that's going to remain quiet, never going to be really busy with high traffic and lots of bouncing beach bars and all that kind of good stuff going on, I recommend they look at this lot down south. It is parcel number 62. It's a nice size lot, 50 by 100. So you can easily fit 600 to 800 square foot home there. And if they build up a little bit, then they're going to have amazing views of the surrounding area. So the Caribbean Sea, the back lagoon, the sunsets. And on this particular lot, the seller is asking 65,000 US, and they'll finance with 20% down. So it's probably one of the best financing deals that I found this close to the edge of the water. All right, beautiful area. And just to let you know, Steph and I own right here these two beachfront lots, parcels 89 and 90. So we're a high believer in the area, and nice, quiet, like I said, perfect for one of these clients. The other thing I can recommend to them is they look at the Punta Azul South subdivision. I was just up there, and it is absolutely beautiful. They completely repaired the pier, so the pier is in great shape. And right now there are 3 parcels in this subdivision. Otherwise, it's completely sold out. So we have a second row lot going for 115,000. You can take a screenshot there with the financing terms if you want to remember those. Parcel 10359, second row lot, 115,000. We also have the third row lot right behind it for 95,000, and the seller is willing to finance that. And the best deal that I have anywhere in this area is this fourth row lot, parcel number 10376. Listing price is 55,000, and we are now able to offer financing on it with 18.5 down, balance at 10% for 20-year mortgage. All right, so this is another one of those areas. It's going to be a very quiet subdivision. You're right there on the East Coast. You have a community pier, which is extremely valuable. These lots don't even reflect that fact that you do have a nice community pier to use, and electricity is on site. So all of these lots have access to electricity. You can see this is the utility easement road that comes up here. Eventually, this road will be opened to golf cart traffic. Don't know when that will happen, but we hope it happens soon now that Margaritaville is open to the north. The other area that I recommend for these guys to look at is the North Bay subdivision. This is a subdivision north of Secret Beach. The developer has recently had it 100% filled. So this is an older drone video here, drone picture that you see. This is the North Bay subdivision. You see it in the middle here. It was still being filled. Right now, it is 100% filled. It is just north of the split. So to get here, it's boat access only for the time being. So you would take a boat up from Secret Beach, come around, go through this little narrow channel, and you can access all the beachfront lots and the interior lots. And this particular lot, number 13, is on the market for 75,000 US. So beautiful lot, 360-degree views. I believe it's a 50 by 100, so it's a nice size lot, and at 75,000 US. All right, so great, great price on it. Some other things I want to share with you, besides those properties, are some of the places I recommend buying if you have that, $300,000 budget and you're looking for a condo in a quiet complex. So let me do a share screen with you here. I will pull up a couple of different websites. All right, so this is the Royal Palm subdivision, not subdivision, but resort. And it is just south of town, about 2 miles, just before you get to Mahogany Bay Village. It's going to be on the left-hand side, so the ocean side. And this property here is a 2-bedroom, 1-bath, going for 230,000. All right, so you see they have a nice beach area, very well maintained. Like I said, Steph and I lived at this place for, I think it's around 7 years in total. Absolutely loved it. Perfect for long-term living. All right, you really can't get any better than Royal Palm for long-term living and for the price. All right, so this is the place I highly recommend. The other place I recommend you check out is Mara Laguna. Now, this is a resort development that is just after the bridge. So when you go over the bridge, this will all be on your left-hand side. Now, in full disclosure, the beach, or not the beachfront, but the road front buildings, which are here, this road has now become extremely high traffic. We have trucks and golf carts and motorcycles. Not the most peaceful place to be, but these back buildings here, these all face the lagoon. These are very quiet buildings, as well as these villas here that surround this internal lagoon. So if something comes available in these buildings, I can 100% recommend them to my clients. All right, so like this building here, perfect. Beautiful sunset views, quiet. You got the main road just behind. These are the buildings here that are on the main road. See, this road does get a lot of traffic. So you just got to look around, but you see they're 100% concrete. So they're very, very stable, very solid buildings, concrete interior and exterior walls, nice tile floors, beautiful open concept. Many of them also come furnished, as you see here. So again, this would be really good for long-term living. All right, so great option. What else do we have here to show you guys today? Oh, those are just some more pictures of the Punta Azul South. All right, so that is today's update video. So today is February 27th. So if anything in this video appealed to you, or if you have any questions or comments, concerns about anything that I showed, go ahead and reach out to me. I'll put my email address in the video description below. Hope this is helpful. And hey, if you got questions, go ahead, send them in. And if I feel that it would benefit my YouTube audience to share it, I'll answer your questions with a video like this, share it so everyone can benefit. And hey, hopefully I can help you live the dream in Belize or beyond. Thanks a lot for watching. We'll talk to you soon.